Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another Stormworks video and welcome to episode 15 of our Hardcore Career Mode series. Today we'll be continuing on with our new quad tilt rotor. The plan is to get most of the cockpit sorted, get the dials and buttons working, and then finish off by attempting to pick up a couple of shipping containers. But anyway guys, with that being said, I hope you'll enjoy. Let's get started. Okie dokie guys, so let's get stuck straight into it. So the first thing I want to do today is actually extend the cab back by one block to give us a little bit more room to play with inside. So to do that, I think we're going to grab all of this up into, about there, the start of that Bizza logo. Going to grab both sides, something like this. I think that's and the legs. Very nice. So we're going to grab that and we're actually going to move it back one little block like so. Good stuff. Right, merge that together. All right. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's fill in these holes here. Come down like that. We need a 1x2 wedge. Let's do this in white, actually. Then we'll paint it afterwards. Go around like so. Then we're going to need a 1x1 wedge, which we're going to put right there. Nice. And then we're going to need a few blocks to put along the bottom, like so. Very good. So that's where the landing gear will go up. And we have to fix up this little bit just here. So get rid of that one. Grab one of these. We'll put it in this little spot, like so. And get rid of that one. And we'll replace that with a block. Very good. I think that's all right. We'll just paint up this now, boop, and we need to seal in underneath here too, don't we? So can we, okay, we can get in here, good. All right, let's just go along like that, and I might get rid of that step for now and just seal it off around them, just like so. Okie dokie, very good. Let's actually get those steps back. Better put them back here before we forget. Turn it around, we go boop and boop. Okie dokie, very nice. Now the next thing I want to do is get rid of all of that, and we're actually going to replace that with some more blocks, not those pieces. Just like so, and then we're going to grab the chair, move it over 2 blocks, and we're actually going to put a passenger seat next to us. Boom, boop, okie dokie. And we're going to need a seat. Grab one of these, just a regular passenger seat, and we'll chuck it right there. Very nice. Okie dokie. Now, we have a couple of issues now. We've got, no, do we have any holes? No, we don't. Okay, but what I do want to do, because the seats are sitting so far back like that, it doesn't look like we can sort of see out the side. So I think if we get rid of all of that, it's obviously made a big old hole there, but let's go with some 1x2s. We'll go up like this, turn them around like so, flip that one, and go along like that. Okie dokie, we're going to need some 1x1 wedges. Go along like so, drag it up, and now we've got some holes we need to fill in, so let's sort that out. We might just go boom, boom. Okie dokie, and as far as windows go here, we're going to have to get rid of that one, that one. Let's go windows. If I could spell window, there we go, very nice. So we're going to need a 1x2 and a 1x3. So we'll go 1x3, chuck that right there, good. We're going to need, 2x2, I think we can chuck in here, can't we? Good stuff. All right, turn that around like that, boop. And a 1x2 to finish off with, one of these ones. And we'll go like, yep, that. Okay, is there a hole down here too? No, there's not. So that should be all of it. Let's give all that a quick paint. Just like that, and then all the windows need to be black like the rest of them. Okay, a little bit messy, but it should be fine. The next thing we're actually going to do is get rid of this here, I think, and we're going to come up like that. Yep. And then let's go back to here, grab an inverse pyramid, and we're going to chuck it on the top like so. Okay, that can also be painted red. Okay, good, that looks nice. A little bit bigger cabins, that's good for us. Now we need to sort out all of this mess. So what's this one? That's our landing gear button, fuel, just a few dials, and our throttle. Okay, I think we're going to get rid of all of that, and we're going to redo it all completely. So I think what we can do to try and make this just look a little bit better, let's go with some inverse pyramids along there. Okie dokie. And then we're going to put a block maybe right in the middle. Another inverse pyramid up like that. Good stuff. A couple little wedges. And we're going to go around like so. Boom, boom. Okie dokie. And then right in front of us here is going to be all of our dash, so that will all be filled in like this. I actually think, let's see if we can stand a monitor up in the middle. What should we use? 2x3? Yeah, okay, let's go 2x3. Should fit right there. Make it stick up above the dash a little bit. That could be pretty cool. Might take up a bit of our vision though. That's fine. We'll see how it goes. We can always change it later on. Then we'll get a couple wedges and just kind of block it in like that. I think that should be fine. I can't see that being too much of an issue. If it is, we'll have to change it. And then in line of our seats, let's put some artificial horizons in. Grab a couple of these bad boys, flip them around like so. Okie dokie, very nice. And then we are going to need a throttle lever somewhere. So let's grab one of these, and should we just put it either there, or we could fit it up in here. Oh, I don't mind it coming out actually. Let's just put it down here. I think that'd be fine. Just go like that. Positive towards the front. Good stuff. All right, and now we've got plenty of room for some display pieces, don't we? So if we just go like that, and we'll go display. Okie dokie, grab a couple of these bad boys. We'll just go like that. Up, boom, boom, boom. That should be plenty. If we need any more, we'll put them on this side over here, but that should be a-okay. All right, so let's have a few things on this one. So like a speed, altitude, and a few bits and pieces. So let's go speed, altitude. What else have we got down here? Fuel and batteries, probably a good idea. Fuel, battery, good stuff. And then, or what if we actually change those to temperature and RPS? And then over here, we can have our fuel and battery on these two up here. So we go fuel and a battery. Good stuff. All right, so let's just make that display 0. Got to change all of this stuff. Fuel 0, just go 1,000. That'll be a-okay. Our speed 0. We'll just go 100 on that one. Altitude on number 2, 0. We'll just go 100. Number 3 is temperature. Hopefully this doesn't get any hotter than 100, but we'll have to see what happens, I suppose. And our RPS will have a maximum of 15 on channel 4. Okay, very good. So we've got 2 more down the bottom here. Well, I suppose underneath those 2, we can have our start button and our rotate button. I suppose, why not? Or should we have them over here? I might put them over here, actually. It might be a little bit better. So this can be start, and that can just be a toggle button, I suppose. Go button, toggle, and number 2 can be rotate, just like so. And that can also be a toggle button on number 2. Or maybe under here, we can have our auto hover. That could be a good idea. So auto hover. And then I suppose we'll sort out what we'll have down here, but for now we could probably just have that as an empty. On 1 and 2 over here, I would like to be able to change the map view on 1 at least, so screen view maybe. It's probably a good idea. So we're going to change between cameras and the map. So that can just be, what if we just go an arrow button pushing to the right? So there could just be a push button on number 1, should be fine. So that will change our monitor view. All right, very good. So as far as the monitor view goes, let's get a few things sorted. So I want a couple of cameras around. So what I was thinking, if we get a medium camera, I sort of think I want one looking down over this connector here so we can see exactly how we're lining up. So it look kind of down from here. So we can line up the top of the container. That might be a good idea. So maybe we can just break in. Oh no, there's a few bits in the way, isn't there? Okay, can we? Okay, we're gonna have to do a few dodgy things here. Let's get rid of some of this. Let's put the camera in. It's gonna be priority. So that will be forwards and down. Okay. Then we just got to connect those pipes around that, don't we? So let's grab a couple of bits and pieces, come around like that. I think that should be fine if we just go straight around it. Don't think that's going to be too much of an issue, to be honest. Boop, just like that. Grab one of those. I don't think that's going to affect too much. I think that should be a-okay. Then we just get a couple little wedges, fill in along there. Can't see that being too much of an issue. Also, a camera directly underneath us is not a bad idea either. So this being the middle right there, I actually do want a winch here, and then we'll have a camera just in front. So if we put the camera in now, grab one of these. Let's just do white for now so we can see what we're doing. Go wrong like that. Yep, something like this. And then we'll go winch right behind that. Now we're not going to fit. We're definitely not going to fit one of these bad boys in there. So nah, okay. We're going to have to go with a medium winch, unfortunately, but that's fine. That is a-okay. We'll just chuck that right there. Should be fine. Let's just paint all this. Boom, boom. All of those pieces in there. Yes, sir. And we'll just go a bit of yellow along like that. Okay, so we have a winch, a camera. Maybe one more camera is probably a good idea. What if we have one in the front here? So if we can't see in front of us because it's a bit cloudy or something, then we can see with the camera. Okay, camera. Good stuff. What are these ones? And we'll chuck it right there. Okay, that should be fine. Boom, boom. Okay, you'd barely notice that, man. Nice. All right, good. And then a map. I might just use the all monitor map that we always use. I actually like this one quite a bit. Works very well. So where can we put all that? We'll just chuck it on the wall over here, I suppose. Whoop. Just go like that. Okie dokie. And we're also going to need some GPS bits and pieces. So we'll chuck this right there. We're probably going to need a compass as well. Gonna need the compass for a couple of things. Compass sensor, we'll just chuck that like so. That should be a-okay. So I'll connect this up now, I guess. Compass, boop, okay. And then we have GPS Y. We'll go to there. GPS X will go up to there. That should do it. And then I think I've got a video switch box. Has a few 3-way video. Aha, this one here, 4 inputs. That's the one I'm looking for. Good stuff. All right, we'll chuck that on the wall over here. Whoop. Can I rotate the way I want it to? There we go. Good. Chuck it there, and that's going to be the button to switch it all. So now we go video. Okay, there we are. Nice. So map can be on number 1, I suppose. Where is number 1? Number 2 can be the container camera. That's not the camera, is it? Is that the camera? No, this is the camera up here. Video 2 is the camera. Video 3 can be underneath, and video 4 can be the one right in front. Very good, and the output can go straight to the screen. And then we've actually got to connect up the touch input from the monitor. There we go, that should work. That also reminds me, we've got to add another button down the front here, so whereabouts do we want it? That's the video switch there. What if we go, number 2 can be the infrared, so we can actually see through the cameras at night. That's a good idea. Button toggle number 2. And just while we're in the cab, I think we'll have a container release button on the roof here. So if we go toggle, we'll just grab one of these and we'll slap it just like that. Should be just fine. Good stuff. All right, so container release, just like that, or connector, probably doesn't really matter. So we'll have that one up there. Nice. We should probably make this just look a little bit better too if we can. Grab some little wedges maybe, I suppose. Just go along like that. Oh dear. It's very messy up here actually, isn't it? What can we do about all this mess? I think we'll sort that out later on. That does not need to be there either. That can go. Now, I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to put a bed on the wall here, kind of standing up. However, this controller is in the way and it will have to be moved. So let's grab that one. Boop. And where can we go with it? Can we just chuck up on the wall somewhere? I'm pretty sure we can. There we go. That will do. That's a nice little spot for that. Now, let's make a bit of a hole in the side here. And we're going to get a bed. Nice and comfy. Standing up on the wall to sleep. Good stuff. Turn around like so. Boom. Okay, like I said, very weird, but that's how we're gonna do it, man. And then I suppose we just fill in the roof a little bit like that. Yep. Alrighty, guys. So I've just added in a little controller, so when the engine starts up and it gets to a certain RPS, these blades will actually kick in, and then it will do the opposite. So when the engine shut down, these blades will shut down as well. So I'd like to give a little shout out to this guy, Iris1, because he left quite a detailed little guide for this to work, so I'd like to thank you very much for that. I couldn't get it to work in the microcontroller editor, so I've just made it up here, and it seems to work pretty well in my testing anyway, so we can only hope it works today. But thank you very much for that. Anyway, let's go some wedges, and we'll fill that back in. Boom, just like that. Good stuff, and we're going to give that a quick little paint. And I'm also going to connect up all the electricity, make all the microcontrollers necessary, and then we're actually going to go on a bit of a test flight and actually see if we can pick up a container. So I'll quickly do that, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty, so I do believe we're actually ready to go for another test flight now and pick up a container. So everything we've added today on the dash here has been connected. I've also added a landing gear button right there, and I've actually moved the seats back 1 block as well so we can see out the windows a little bit better. I think that should work. So obviously we've still got a lot to do. We've still got to add lights, specialist equipment. We've got to paint a few things and add some ropes and a whole bunch of other stuff. So we're going to finish that off next episode. But for today, I really want to go pick up a shipping container. So let's spawn this bad boy back in. Whoop. Okie dokie. I'm hoping that these blades kick in. We'll have to see what happens when we start this thing up. We'll shut the door. Very nice. Okay. So yeah, not a very finished interior at all, but that's a-okay. But anyway, let's start this thing up and see if those blades kick in. Let's see how long it takes to start now. Oh, look at that. Absolutely love you. Thank you very much, Iris1, for that little guide you left on my previous video, man. Seems to work pretty well, so thank you for that. Anyway, let's throttle up a little bit, and we're going to get out of here. What's our RPS doing? There it is. Okay, 11-ish? Is that enough? Okay, let's come up anyway. Let's just be very careful not to hit the top of that door. Just very carefully sneak on out of here. Yes. All right, we're going to go and grab a container from somewhere as well. Okay, we've got to test out everything, make sure it all works. Okay, let's come forward. That should be fine, I think. Let's turn around. Okay, let's come up. Ski-up. Very nice. Alrighty. Not a very nice day, but that's okay. Might turn down that volume a little bit. Alright, up ski-up. We're going to head over here and grab a container. Now, let's test out a few things. So where's our altitude there? So let's just hover around this thing here. So what do we do? Auto hover? Is that going to hold our location and altitude? It should do. I mean, yeah, I can't move around. It's keeping us about 59. Very good. I like it. Okay, let's turn that off though. What else we got here? Rotate. Screen view. Does that work? No, that's not working. Okay. Okay, we might have to fix that before we go. Well, landing gear, is that going to work? I don't know if that worked or not. Let's just go outside and have a look. No, that's not working as well. Okay, that's on the same thing. Maybe I haven't connected that one properly. Container release, I don't know if that one works just yet. Let's quickly take this back. Everything else is working. Yeah, fuel, temperature, RPS, altitude, and speed. All right, let's go and see what I forgot to do. Okay, so nothing's actually connected to that one. That's okay. Now, which one was it? I do believe it is that one right there. That should be fine. So let's spawn that in and we'll try again. My bad, guys. And let's go back inside, open up that door, and I'll shut it actually as well. Let's start this thing up. Look how quick it starts now. Ready? Turn her on. And there we go. How cool is that? That's awesome. Very nice. Okie dokie. Throttle up to maybe 50-ish. And we'll just very carefully sneak out of here again. And then we'll test those buttons. Just want to get out of the shed though, because I don't want to hit anything if we can help it. That should be fine. Let's come up. All right, good stuff. All right, so let's see if that works now. So screen view. There we go. So that's looking down at the connector there. You can sort of just make out what it is. That's directly underneath. And that is in front and back to the map. Okay, very nice. Let's see. Let's go if the infrared works. Yes, it does. Awesome. So that should work for all of them. Very good. Awesome. Oh, okay. Nice. Back to the map. Our landing gear, does that work? Oh, I heard some pivots moving. Let's just double check on the outside. And yes, it has worked. Awesome. Okay. Let's go and pick up a container. Why not? Let's go and see what happens. Let's fly this bad boy over here. Go down this way. I don't think we need to rotate to get there for now, to be honest. But, I mean, we should probably test it, shouldn't we? Rotate. Okay, yeah. No, it works. It works. That's fine. That's all right. We only got to go a little distance. So we're going to actually have to... Oh, it's very windy. You know what I might do? I might just sleep because I want to just be really careful for the first one at least. Oh, there's only 2 boxes here. It's not very much. Okay, let's come in for a landing then. We'll just land right here. And we're going to have a quick snooze, I suppose. Hopefully, there's nothing underneath me. Can only hope not. And down we go. Awesome. We're on the ground. I didn't put the landing gear out, did I? That's not good. Landing gear. Let's try again. And boop. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Let's turn that thing off just for a moment. Let's snooze and see if we can get some better weather. That's probably good enough. That's a-okay. Let's jump out. And which box do we want? Let's just take the yellow one. Why not, man? Helicopters everywhere, man. There's someone up there. Oh, there's someone else. And there's one up there too. That's fine. All right, connectors on. Should we try and pick up 2 straight away? It's probably not a good idea, is it? We're going to do it anyway, though. And boom, that should be fine. I don't think it's going to struggle picking them up at all, but what I am worried about is when we put it into like airplane mode, that's going to wig out and kind of flip all over the place. But we'll have to see what happens, I suppose. Now's the time to test it. Shut that door, jump in the seat, start it back up. I mean, it never really stopped beginning with it. Is it going? Yeah, a bit more throttle. Oh, there's I was looking at that one. Okay, that's our throttle there. Okay, good stuff. All right, now take it out of minus. Upskill. Now we are going to need to change screens, so let's grab the yellow one first because we need the connectors on the bottom to connect to that blue one, don't we? Whoa! Okay, settle down. Okay, this could take a while. Whereabouts is the container? There, okay. So let's try and look like this. Let's come down this way. Just be super careful. So let's just look at the screen, I suppose. That's what we've got to go off. So we need to move across this way a little bit, don't we? Whereabouts is that box? Okay. This could take a fair bit of getting used to be completely honest. Okay. Come over this way. Yep. Okay, we need to go forwards and left ever so slightly. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, we're on top of it. Okay, we're very close. Just little movements. We need to go back and left. Down, down, down. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. All right, good stuff. How's the RPS? All right, a little bit more throttle, I reckon. Okay, come up, skip. Okay, we've got the container. Okay, that's awesome. Very good. Let's see what that looks like from the outside. We have got the container. Look at that. Cool. I like it, man. Hey. All right, so should we do some testing with just the one first, and we'll come back and get the second one. So let's go full collective like this. Okay, and then we're going to rotate. Oh, hopefully this doesn't... Nothing bad happens. Okay, we're rotating, rotating, rotating. And, oh, we're flying. Awesome, man. Look at that. Oh, you can see the propeller in the camera there. All right, let's see what that looks like on the outside. Look at that, man. Awesome. Okay, that's really cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I'm happy. Let's go around and see if we can pick up a second one. Let's make sure nothing... Okay, we should be able to control it. I don't see it affecting the controls too much, but you do never know with this game. All right, let's come around this way. How fast are we going, man? 460? Oh, we are going with the wind, though. That's pretty quick. Not at full throttle either. All right, now let's get ready to rotate again. And we're going to be, this is going to be difficult to pick up too. Okay, rotating. Whoa! Wait. Okay, wait. Coming in hot. Woo! Okay, a little bit less throttle, I reckon. Now we need to come all the way back around. This is going to take a fair bit of getting used to, guys. All right, come around this way. Where's that other blue container? All the way down here. Okay, we need to take that off. There we go. That's better. Okay, I don't know if we need to sort of come up with a better method to be able to do this, because this is going to be very difficult to do regularly, isn't it? So where's that other box? It's just in front of us there. Okay, just going to be super careful. Let's just see if we can do this. Oh, it's out the window over there now. Okay, so let's just be super careful. Just little movements. Yes, okay. We do need to come back a little bit. Okay, this is going to be very tricky. Okay, I'm not... Okay, take all that off. Okay. That wind is really affecting this a little bit too. It's not making it any easier. Okay, let's just rotate around this way. And we need to go over to the right. Now we need just to look at the screen, I suppose. So, come around and over a bit more. Yep. Down. Okay, forwards a fair bit, actually. Ah. Okay, this is very tricky, man. This is going to take a long time. All right. No, I don't want to connect up the wrong corners. That would be pretty bad. Okay, come down. Forwards. Okay. We're very close. I might need a little light on the bottom there. Oh, that's got to be close, man. Let's have a look. Oh, that is super close. So we just sort of need to rotate anti-clockwise a little bit, really, don't we? Connect up. Is that going to connect? Oh, we're super close, though, man. Come on. Oh, we got it. We got it, too. We got 2 containers. Let's go outside and have a look. That took way, that took way too long, man. Oh, let's have a look at that. There we go. Oh. Yeah, I thought I heard something break at some point. There it is. Okay, that's fine. But we have got them connected. So that's actually really good. So now let's come up. How's our RPS doing as well? RPS. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, all right. Let's come right up. And we're going to try and rotate again and see what happens. And here we go. Rotate. Woo! Okay, are we going to move forward or is something going to wig out? No, I think we're fine. Awesome. Look at that. Very cool. All right, let's see what that looks like on the outside now. Oh, that looks awesome, doesn't it? Very good, man. Happy with it. Cool. Okay, we are tilting to the right a little bit. I don't know why that is exactly. Oh, well, there we go. I mean, we can... Oh, it might be the wind, actually. We just correct that a little bit. We need to come down a bit too. Woo! Okay. Very good. So that all seems to work really well. How cool is that? Very windy, though. How fast are we going? Speed 319. Alrighty. So let's turn this thing around. We're going to come back and see if we can drop these things back off. I don't know where these containers are going. I simply just wanted to pick them up for testing purposes only. That's okay. We might drop them off at our base because we might use them again to test at some point. But that's really good. The only problem is it's very hard to actually connect them both together. So I'm not sure how we can go about that to make it a little bit easier. But that's fine for now. We can sort something out. Hopefully someone's got a suggestion on how to sort that out. Let's rotate back up. Take off the collective. Alrighty. Let's drop these off. Where can we drop them off? Woo! Okay. I might just drop them off on our runway. It's starting to get dark too. That's not good. We have no lighting on this thing. Actually, you know what we could do? Let's just hover in the air here. How fast are we going? We're not really moving that much. Let's go auto hover. Whee! Alright, let's have a snooze mid-air. Why not? Hopefully, what could possibly go wrong? Oh, are we bouncing? Why are we bouncing? Oh, a little bit. Is it just correcting itself? Hopefully that's all it's going on. I think it's alright. Let's snooze here. Whee! We'll just hover here overnight. Why not? And boop. Okay, that's fine. We're alive. That's all good. How much fuel have we got left? Where is our fuel? There it is. So that's not really going down too fast at all, actually. That's fine. Doing about 12 RPS. Nice, man. Alright, let's take off the auto hover. And let's come down for a landing somewhere. Not on the shed. Maybe on the runway. And we'll release the containers. Very good. Okie dokie. Let's come down a little bit more. Yep. Alright, about here. And we'll wait until they bop onto the ground there. Woo! Okay. Come down. Down, 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 down. A little bit more. And it should hit the ground any second. Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay, so stay down now. Release. Alright, we should be free of containers now. And we are. Very nice, man. Alright, let's put our landing gear back out. We're going to come in for a landing just over here, I think. Over this way, just away from the boxes a bit. I think they should be over there now. It should be fine. Can I see them? Whereabouts are they? Oh, no. Oh, they're underneath us. That's fine. Let's go over here. Oh, we should take an old mate for a drive as well with us. That's all right. Let's come down for a landing. All the trims are off. Good stuff. All right, come down, and we're back on the ground, nice and safe. So let's turn this off before we push our luck too much. Very good. Let's get out of here, man. All right. So we successfully have picked up a couple of boxes and dropped them off. I have no idea where they're meant to be going. Let's have a quick look anyway. Not that it really matters. Sawyer North. Oh, Sawyer North Terminal. I mean, that's a bit of extra. 14 grand or 5 grand. Sawyer North Freight Terminal. I mean, geez, I know which one I'd rather take. Far out, man. Oh, it's got weapons in it. Oh, no wonder it's worth so much. But anyway, guys, that's going to do us for today. Like I said, next episode, we're actually going to finish this bad boy off. We're going to paint the interior, get the rest of the controls in. We've got to add a whole bunch of specialist equipment, things on the outside, some rope connectors, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And we've actually got to, paint up the interior as well, because we haven't done that yet. But in the meantime, guys, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one.